Books and coffee, that's all I need. Lost in a world of fantasy. Oh, indeed, from sci-fi thrillers to romance tales and horror stories that make me wail.
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hermit, and if you are new here, this is a bookish channel with a little sprinkling of finding myself, healing from broken legs type stuff. This is a perfect example of that. This is going to be the second episode in a series that I have on my channel following me getting better from having quite a bad accident, breaking my leg at the end of September last year. This is the second episode, so I will link the first episode below if you haven't seen it and want to catch up on what happened and the bit before this one. But this one will be following me from January to now, which is the middle of March. It is the 18th as this will hopefully go up today. It's just a bit of an update, how physio's been going. I started using the Visible app, which I have like the wrist this is not my wrist, armband connected to my phone. I will let you know how that's going, a little bit about that. Yeah, just generally how I'm doing. My goal is to eventually do the 3 Peaks challenge, which is climbing 3 mountains within 24 hours. I don't know, I think I will be able to do the challenge, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it in 24 hours, but we'll see. Time will tell. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. So first off, I want to show you something that I got. If you're in my sprints and you happen to see the top of my arm, or even just in videos, you'll notice that I'm wearing this band now, and this is called a Visible band. I will link the website and stuff like that in the description box below, obviously, but I thought I would go through a little bit about what Visible is. So Visible is this band that some people would probably, the closest you would know about is maybe sort of like a Fitbit. An Aura ring is another example of something that's similar, but all of them devices are very generalized and don't come from the perspective of someone that is dealing with a chronic illness, which I do. Visible is set up in order to help you learn how to pace your energy, use your energy effectively, because anyone who has a chronic illness knows that energy is a resource that is a variable to the nth degree and is so important to use as effectively as we can. So I'm hoping that this band will help me to use my energy a little bit more wisely and a little bit more effectively for the goals that I have in my life. That's what that is. I'll show you the app. Hang on. Obviously, I have this band on, and then it is tied with this app. So you can see there it is showing my pulse constantly, and it has my pace points. I am within the first 4 days of using this, which means that it is still learning my body and what my body can or can't do, etc. I check in with it twice a day. I have a morning and an evening check-in where I just sort of answer yes, no sort of questions. And eventually it will give me my morning stability rating. It will give me my pace points. I haven't fully understood what all of this is yet. I just understand that it will help me work out what I can do when a little bit better, hopefully. So hopefully I will take you along with me on this little bit of a learning journey. I can put in how good my sleep was as well. Again, for anyone with a chronic illness, you know that sleep is an interesting concept. We'll put it like that. So that's my Visible app. And now I just want to quickly go over with you, as I want to show you my new training program. Anyone who was around for my charity event, my Mind charity event, a few months ago, probably already knows who Hope is. But if not, Hope is always linked in my description box below. She is my online coach. She's helping me with my movement and exercise and really just she'll be my coach effectively for this whole series. But yeah, we're starting off, we're in phase 1, as you can see on the screen. We're in phase 1, and I have 4 sort of different workouts that has been given to me. These are very low key. You're going to be kind of surprised in terms of how little they seem, because I think we often think that exercise needs to be at least an hour long, and we have to like literally bleed sweat, and we have to have our hearts feel like they're coming out of our ears, and we have to have pain, and we have to, you know, do all of these things, have all these attachments, judgments that, you know, actually don't really help us very much at all. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at my quick mobility. This one I can use anytime. I sit at a desk for most of my work day, so it's something that takes up a lot of my time because I want it to. I enjoy it, and I'm glad of it. But physically, that does obviously have an impact. It means that I'm quite sedentary for most of the day. So yeah, so this is going to help me with just keeping the movement. This guy, we don't know who this guy is, but yeah, like these are the movements that I can do. I'm just going to quickly show you them. This is Hope showing me how to thread the needle. Yeah, so these are really good stretching, just keeping mobile, basically, sorts of movements. That's that one. I can use that anytime I need. I feel a bit stiff. With my physical health, I feel quite stiff a lot of the time, because my muscles just are constantly feeling like I've run a marathon when, you know, I've literally just sat up in bed or um, moved from one room to another. So my body is basically a drama queen, and just likes to behave that way. So that one is definitely going to be used a lot. For the main workouts, these are supersets. So we do 3 sets of 2 exercises back to back with a 90-second rest in between. So the first one for this one is a heel tap. Obviously, Hope is using quite a high block there. I'm just using a normal yoga block at the moment. I didn't use any weight for the heel tap, and for the low to high chop, I used a 2 kilogram to start with. That first workout was great. I was a little bit worried about the heel tap because I've got it in my head that I can't move my ankle, and I can. I have got pretty good range of movement back in my ankle so far. So although it's not smooth and easy yet, it is there. So this really helped kind of reinforce that I can do this, you know. So that was session 1. I do have another session, and I can, you know, do these in any order, aiming to just do one of these a week to start with, and then obviously increase it from there. But I can use any of these workouts. So this is a negative box squat, which I can use just a chair for, and it is a slow one, which will be really good for me because, again, like with workouts, like I have this thing in my head where I have to move quickly somehow, and that's not the case. My goals, in my initial goals, certainly for this year, is to focus on allowing my body to work how it's supposed to work, and actually using it for normal things. So a lot of these exercises are really to focus on keeping movement and motion in my body and not losing it, because if you don't use it, you lose it. Apparently, with my physical health being the way that it is, I have fibromyalgia and CFS. I have quite major flare-ups sometimes, which means that I might be laid up for an extended period of time, which means that I effectively have to start all over again with exercise and movement, in terms of I will lose muscle tone, I will lose strength in them times. So yeah, it is something that mentally can be quite challenging, because you're having to start all over again with something that can be quite challenging mentally, but actually is a lot easier now that I'm working with Hope. The next one is, and this is one of my favorite sorts of moves, and then you rest for 90 seconds. So as you can see, working out effectively doesn't have to be crazy, taking up loads of space and time and energy. These are all going to benefit me. Hope's a professional. She knows what she's doing. So I trust the process with this. Okay, next I'm going to do a little bit of an update on how my leg / ankle is doing. You'll probably see in the next clip that I'm going back. I haven't stopped going to physio, but I'm going to physio after a good few weeks off because there was a problem with getting fit in. Like, obviously physio is used for so many different conditions, so many different healing processes. So they are very, very busy, and I was sick for my last appointment, so I couldn't go. So then it had a knock-on effect to how long I've had to wait for my next appointment.
Laura, here we are. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I know. Okay, well, you're going to nail this. So, all we want to do, just drop down.
I don't have to jump as such. I
just land with your feet on the floor. Both feet on the floor. Okay? Yeah, not bad. Go back up. Try that again. Go on. Try and see if you can land with them together. Go on.
Come on.
Better. That was really nice. Really nice. Try that a few more times. Exactly like that.
It's hard not to just step off with one. Like, mentally, I'm trying to do that.
Go on. Nice. Nice. Go on. Let's see a few more. Well done. Couple more. Good. All right.
Okay, so I just want to give you a little bit of an update on how my ankle leg is doing. So I have started getting a little bit more pain in it again. It's like a gentle ache constantly, but I was told that this was quite normal and to expect that. Yeah, it's frustrating right now, but it's the type of thing that I know that I'll be able to get used to because I deal with pain a lot. Again, quite a normal thing for someone with chronic pain, as I do. If a pain sticks around for long enough, you sort of get used to it. It doesn't make it nicer, but it does make it more manageable, if that makes any sense outside of my head. So for now, you'll probably see me wince a little bit and things like that, but that wincing will just disappear because I'll just get acclimatized. So yeah, so that's the pain levels. In terms of movement, pretty much the full range of movement is there. It is still quite stiff and I have to encourage it a lot. I am still having to do a lot of my exercises. I am limping a little bit still, but I feel like I don't know if I'll always have a limp. I might always have a limp. It is a possible thing. But honestly, I'm kind of, if I didn't improve any more with it right now, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I've got to that point, where I can live life again. I can do all of the things. I don't think that's going to be the case because I am being proactive. I am doing my exercises. I am working out again. And I'm trying this visible band. I'm seeing how that goes. And it is just about that, isn't it, really? It's being proactive, doing what you can do, even if what you can do is just getting through that day, or just practicing not judging yourself for not being able to do something, because that happens a lot. And yeah, and sometimes you have to ride the wave, but then sometimes it is a matter of reframing the thought and just being like, okay, this sucks. There's no getting around that, but this is what I have got. This is what I can do. This is, and just focusing on that stuff, which isn't always that easy. But the more you do it, the easier it is generally. Of course, there's going to be times where I don't feel great about it. There's going to be times that I'm not doing that very well. But yeah, I think overall, just staying as positive as you can and switching things up, accepting that positivity isn't always going to feel good, because you can't, you have a chronic illness, Hermit. You're not going to feel good all of the time. If you have a chronic illness or have dealt with healing from a broken anything, or have anything that you have to say on this subject, feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, my last episode has like all my x-rays in, showing you all the metalwork that's in there and like what happened and things like that. So if you want to check that out, you can feel free to do so. I have made this a playlist, so again, if you're new here and you're intrigued by any of it, you should be able to find. And let's go for a lovely little walk where I will show you some of the physio stuff that I've been doing on my walks, and yeah, just generally how I'm walking now. Shall I do a jump?
Yeah, go on then. Now do a handstand.
That's as close as you get to a handstand.
Now do break dancing.
And I just wanted to skip back to the Visible app quickly. Some screenshots. Here is a morning stability screenshot, and this is how I start my day. It will give me a rating out of 5. This just shows where my body starts for that day. And here we have how the screen looks in between, like throughout the day. It shows me my pace points and where I am on budget for that day. And this is where I can add in the activities that I've done, and there you can see how they correlate with the heart rate spikes.
Oh my days, that's funny! Oh, wow. It's a funny thing.
And here's one of my workouts that I was talking you through earlier. Things have progressed since here, but this is just me working on building my physical strength. And as you can see, I'm happy with this one. Let's have a musical interlude, shall we? go see the physio, shall we? Hi guys, so I've just had my physio and I'd actually forgotten about my appointment. so it wasn't until Matt said like, so do you want me to drop you off or do you want to drive yourself? This was 25 minutes before my appointment. Anyway, that's besides the point. I wanted to update you guys because I've just had some really good news. I'm 6 months post accident, and I was told that I would need at least a year's worth of physio in order to get just a basic level of like being able to use my leg and walk again. So I'm 6 months down the line, so you would expect me to be about 50% of the way there-ish, give or take. And he's just told me that he can't do anything else, that I'm where I would be expected to be after a year. So progress has been made. We just did a little bit of yoga. He's not a yoga guy, so I had to show him what I would have done before the accident. Showed him, like, told him the bits that I was nervous of doing and not sure if I was physically capable of doing yet. So we went through all of that. He showed me some modifications to do if I need them, but he was happy and he said just carry on doing what I'm doing, basically just keep going, keep moving, keep doing my physio exercises at home, working with Hope. He says he's really happy with me working with Hope, so that's really good. He gave me a couple of things to pass on to Hope, so I need to ask her to add some rotational moves into my workouts, and yeah, so that's all really good. I'm really excited, I'm really happy. I'm a little bit sad to not be going back to see Ahmed because he's a great guy and he's been really supportive and helpful, and he hasn't been like scared off by my anxiety and things like that. So yeah, I'm just really happy, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I think this might be the last clip of today's video if I can get back in time to insert this clip. So what a way to finish vlog 2 of my mountain series. I'm so happy. Yeah, that's that really. Oh my god, my face is a state. I don't even care. Okay, so if you've made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Maybe pop a Let's do the hiking emoji, the person hiking emoji in the comments below if you made it this far, to let me know that you managed to make it till the end. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to include in future mountains vlogs. And yeah, love you, bye.
Bye, love you.
I'm a book hermit, part of the BookTube crew, sharing my thoughts, connecting me and you. With every page a new adventure awaits, a community bound by